Hello everyone, welcome to Caster Squad. So today in this video I'm going to show you how you can apply for Punjab Educational Endowment Fund for PhD scholarship. So before I start my video, please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon button. Let's start the video. First open the home page of Punjab Educational Endowment Fund. So this is the home page and I will give the link in description box. So from here you can check all information. If you go to programs and then click on scholarships and here go to CMMS scholarship. So this is the eligibility criteria. Then here first is valid PhD admission offer from one of the top 50 subject wise universities of the world. QS ranking is preferred subject areas, not less than 60% marks throughout the academic career. Declared monthly family income is equal to or less than 2 lakh PKR and maximum age of 35 years at the time of submission of application. Not availed any foreign scholarship in the past. Pick up the scholarship in the year for which it is offered and the scholarship shall not be deferred to the next year. All Pakistani nationals, both male and female, are eligible to apply. And in note, existing permanent regular faculty members of public sector teaching educational institutes of Pakistan are not eligible to apply for PhD foreign scholarship. And in scholarship coverage, PhD scholarship awarded under CMMS are fully funded and cover the following cost: 100% tuition fee, boarding and lodging as per approved rates, health insurance, then airfare. In discipline-wise allocation of scholarship, allocation of the scholarships is as follows: 80% scholarships are reserved for science disciplines and 20% of scholarships are reserved for school sciences, humanities and arts. Then in geographical distribution of scholarships, 90% scholarships are awarded to the students of Punjab and 10% scholarships have been allocated for the other federal units of Pakistan. From here, you can check the QS World University Ranking, list of subject areas, application form, and PhD scholarships ad 2021. So first check PhD scholarship ad. So this is the fully funded international PhD scholarships. Applications for 2021-22 intake. Applications are invited from eligible male and female Pakistani nationals who have secured admission in top 50 QS ranking subject-wise universities of the world. And subject areas are life sciences and medicine, engineering and technology, natural sciences, social sciences, arts and humanities. Detailed list of preferred subject areas is available at this link. Criteria: valid PhD admission offer from one of the top 50 QS ranked subject-wise universities of the world in preferred subject areas, not less than 60% marks throughout the academic career. Declared monthly family income is equal to or less than 2 lakh PKR. Then maximum age of 35 years on 31st March 2021. Not availed any foreign scholarship in the past. Can apply, secure admission in top 50 QS ranked subject-wise universities first, then download scholarship application from this link, send duly filled application form of PIF within due date. The selected candidate cannot defer the scholarship to next year. Then the last date for submission of application in PIF office is 31st March 2021. So you first choose your university and secure the offer letter from top 50 universities subject wise. So here for example, from here you search for subjects. So if you want admission in chemistry, then from here select any subject, click on chemistry. So this is the list of top 50 universities of chemistry subject. So from here you choose the subject, your relevant subject, and then click on search. The top 50 universities list is appeared here. If you click on list of subject areas, so these are the major areas and specialization. From here you can see all subjects. Now click on application form. This is the application form. First here you attach your recent photograph. For filling out the scholarship application form, read every field carefully. It is advised to photocopy the form and fill it before filling the original application form to make sure all the information is correct and final. Answer all questions. Those not applicable should be marked like this. For family financial reporting, parents, guardians should be consulted. Fields marked with a tick mark should only be answered in the same. Do not provide false or incomplete information. Use extra sheet if required. Ensure that you have attached all required documents by completing and ticking the checklist. So this is the checklist of all documents. First is copy of valid admission offer for PhD for fall 2021 intake, attested copy of CNIC, copy of passport, attested copy of all educational documents, CV resume, copy of research proposal, income affidavit on legal paper, copy of last paid utility bills, attested copy of domicile, copy of previous month's pay slips, 3 passport size photographs with white background, any other supporting documents required to prove the facts given in the application form. To fill your personal information, first write your first name, last name, and if you have, then write middle name, CNIC number, passport validity, birth date. From here select your gender. Here write postal address for correspondence. Write your city, domicile, province, telephone number, mobile number, then write your email address. From here select the marital status, single, married, divorced or widow. If married, divorced or widow, please specify number of people financially dependent on you. Second is academic qualifications. So here write the year of passing, total marks, marks obtained, CGPA, institution, board, university of metric, intermediate, bachelor, master, MS, MPhil and other. Second is extraordinary academic achievements, gold, silver, bronze, medal, etc. So first write the academic year, academic level, and here write the achievements. Third is enrollment detail for PhD programs. In case of more than one admission offer, please list down choices of university in order of priority. So if you have more than one offer letter from top 50 universities, then write the name according to your priority. First name of university, country, duration, start date, expected end date, subject wise ranking, then major area and specialization, name of supervisor and email address. For subject areas, circle on the relevant category, and this is mandatory. Here are major area and subject areas for QS ranking, so circle your relevant subject. Fourth is research publication. Use extra sheet where required. Please attach the copy with your application. So first here write your title of research paper, area of research, published in international journal, give full name of journal, published in local journal, date of publication, impact factor of journal in which your paper was published. Detail. Here write name of employer with address, category of employer, federal, provisional government, semi-government, etc. Then designation with grade, BPS, group, etc. if applicable. Then period served from to. Nature of job, regular or contract base. Job details, teaching, service, technical or other, etc. Last row gross salary, attached pay slip, and here write the monthly income. If selected, will you be able to obtain leave from your employer for the entire study period? Yes or no? Applicant shall be responsible for grant of leave from his/her respective employer if needed. Write your name of officer, then designation of the authorized officer. Take signature of your officer, and here official seal. 6 is family information. First, you have to fill all your father information: full name, occupation, age, telephone number, mobile number, email address. Is your father currently employed? Yes or no? If yes, then current employment if applicable, then write occupation, organization, designation, date of joining in day, month, year. If retired, unemployed, specify since when, write month and year. 6 is spouse information. If you have any spouse, then fill this. If you have not, then please leave blank. 7 is total income. Please specify annual income information for each member of your family, including yourself and your spouse. If applicable, use a separate sheet if needed. Specify monetary values in rupees. So write your father annual salary, business income, and then total. Mother, guardian, self, spouse, others. Write annual salary, business income, and then total. And here write the total income of all family members. Next is please specify annual income information from the sources mentioned below. If you receive income from agriculture, then write here income from savings, pension, real estate holdings, support from relatives, other, please specify. And then here write the total income from all sources. Do you foresee a significant increase or decrease in your family income next year? Yes or no? If yes, please explain. Eighth number is total assets. Is the house you live in owned by your family? Yes. Then write year of purchase, original purchase in RS, and then present market value. If no, then please explain why. Living with grandparents, inherited, etc. House plot size in canal, merlas, or square feet, right here. Here write the address of your house. Do your family own any other plot, house, or any other type of land? Then here click yes or no. If you are answered yes to the above, please provide the following information on each of these pieces of land. If you have plots, then write the locality, area, then houses, buildings, land. Write locality, area in canals, merlas, or square per feet. Please specify individual assets for each member of your family, including yourself and your spouse. If applicable, use a separate sheet if needed. Specify monetary value in rupees. So first write the business of your father, savings and investment, land and building, agricultural land, then area location of agricultural land. Same write mother, guardian, self, spouse. Does your family own any automobile? Yes or no? If yes, then here write manufacturer year and then engine cc. Total average family expenses annually, write in rupees. So first write the expense of your education, then food, medical expenses, rent, fuel and car maintenance, loan payments, clothing, electricity bill, mobile phone bill, entertainment, servant salaries, taxes, telephone bill, etc. And here write the total annual expenses. If the monthly annual disposable income is negative, kindly explain the reason for the gap and any arrangements through which the differential is being met by the family. Are there any outstanding loans? Yes or no? If yes, please indicate loans taken from. If you take loan from bank, then write the amount and repayment due to in month and year. If you take loan from relative, credit card, employer, then give all information. Please use the space below to explain any unusual expenses, debits, or special circumstances that the scholarship committee should consider when deciding how much financial aid you may receive. 10th is financial need, mandatory. First is requirement per year, total expenses for the degree course, arrangements by applicant, contribution required per year by CMS, total contribution required by CMMS. So here write the tuition fee per year, bench fee, boarding and loading expenses, health insurance, airfare, and then here total. These available resources for degree. Please indicate the total amount of contribution you can make toward your course. In scholarship support from university, write in rupees, own income savings, parents' income savings, relatives and friends, government and other agencies, and then here write total in rupees. List the agencies, foundations, or government to which you have applied for financial aid. Write the agency, foundation, or government name, then application date, award notification date, expected amount in rupees, support required on annual basis. Write here the difference of section A and section B. Please attach relevant documents. Here write the name of students, then statement of purpose. How will the proposed degree be of benefit to Pakistan? What skills and knowledge do you hope to gain from your studies? How do you propose to use them? If possible, list specific actions on return to Pakistan. Is there anything else you would like to add in support of your application for this scholarship? I, Mr. and Mrs. Write your name, then son, daughter, wife of. Confirm that I have not availed any foreign scholarship in the past. I am not a permanent regular faculty member in government. If selected, I shall comply with all the terms, conditions and bond for returning back to Pakistan and serve for a defined period and other requirements prescribed by the CMS committee of the committee as final, which cannot be challenged in any court of law, and I shall abide by the decision. Applicant signature. Write the date of submission of application. So in attestation, I hereby verify that information provided is true as per my knowledge. So here name of attesting authority, designation, CNIC number, then signature and stamp. The last one is take the stamp paper of 50 rupees, fill the form and then attach with the application form. And submit the application before the due date. So guys, if you have questions related to this scholarship, then ask me in comment section. I will be happy to answer all your queries. If you like my video, please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon button. See you in another interesting and